Hello and welcome, guys. So we got a lot to cover today. Just a quick heads up, man. We all woke up this morning to a new update for Save the World, Battle Royale, and Fortnite Creative. And today, what I'd like to do is kind of dive into the new zone, the new biome that Save the World added, and I'd like to go ahead and kind of see if I can unlock that hero and just try to get an understanding of what the whole storyline is moving forward. I haven't played yet. I kind of had a crazy morning where I had to kind of overcome the login issues this morning, get my personal stuff squared away so that I can open up this time freely, and then just be able to dive into this with both hands because I'm looking forward to seeing the new biome. I mean, a lot of people have been complaining about not really having much in the way of a forest in this particular, Fortnite venture season. You know, so I think this is basically Epic's answer to not having enough forest biomes in this zone for this season. About this season, honestly, I wish this venture season would take place in the Frost Knight Crackshot neighborhood map, because to me it's like having a winter season and then not really having it with a snow map. It just kind of feels like awkward. It's like disjointed. I know people have Frost Knight, but people either go gung ho Frost Knight or they go gung ho Ventures. But it would be nice to have both of those zones as the actual winter map. That's just me, how I feel personally. So having said that, we have the new quest line, which is going to basically start off the process for the new hero that we have. If you guys have not seen it yet, let me go ahead and open up this here. So what we have now, obviously they added the Falcon Scout, which people were concerned. Okay, they saw it in the Battle Royale preview, but it just wasn't available right away. Now it's in the game. There's some awesome stuff happening in creative, which I always argue to people that if you see what's going on in creative and you understand the updated devices, the updated props, and all that good stuff, you know that there's potential, and there's even evidence at this point that Save the World will continue to be updated, albeit gradually, but there will be updates, and today's a perfect example of that. A new hero in the wild hero set, and also the issue with getting the new biome, which I'm from the background image here, I'm gonna say that there will be those mushrooms that we see in BR that have been in BR for the last few seasons. So this is exciting, and I'm gonna dive into it and kind of explore that zone and just kind of experience it. And hopefully, if you guys want to check it out, you can go ahead and log in to check it out yourselves. So hurdling is a thing now. I know briefly hurdling was added to BR, but then it was kind of broken, so they kind of turned it off. So maybe they've gotten past those bugs, and now it's a full featured option that they've even added into Save the World. And the foothills. I mean, again, it looks like it might be a variation on Lakeside, but with the mushrooms and whatnot. So that's going to be pretty cool to check out. And the Autumn Queen. I guess we're going to get to know who she is and what she's about. I'm assuming she's a soldier because she uses the healing boost. Okay, so she does the shockwave thing, so she's probably a soldier. And also, you've got to know that the Fortnite venture season is about to end. I haven't been around. I mean, I know that I come and go when it comes to streaming because look, I'm someone who's got a lot going on in their own existence, and sometimes I just don't have the ability to stream the way I'd like to. But I do play. In fact, currently I am somewhere in the top 25 for this current venture season. I've been playing since the season started pretty heavily, and then not so much, but then just enough to kind of hover within the top 25, which I'm kind of firmly sitting in right now. So having said that, let's go ahead and dive into the actual game. And let's go and understand what this Let's see, they're calling it a side quest. Giant tree roots and mushrooms. Okay. Autumn foothill. Okay, show off our fall-inspired foraging abilities by harvesting mushrooms and giant roots in the autumn foothills. Alright, so what I've wanted done and did was I tried to go ahead and get the full map open because I want to see what the best mission to really understand and explore the map. What I think is this 94 build the radar grid is going to be a good map for me to jump in and like take the time to really explore the zone and get to know the new biome with you guys. So having said that, let me go ahead and jump on in there and just see it for the first time. And yeah, it's been a wild road. What I got to say is this venture season, of course, you know, got a lot of old friends that, you know, played pretty heavily in the beginning of the season, and then, you know, people drop off because obviously, you know, you have the issue of some people, like even myself in the past, you know, I would get the season done within 3 days, and then unless I was helping other people, I really wouldn't play too much venture on a daily basis, just maybe a few missions here and there, but I would kind of spread my time out between Battle Royale and Creative. This season, because I was on the leaderboard from the beginning, I just kind of never really wanted to slide off the board, and I always wanted to advance, at least to stay within top 25. You know, I'm not in competition with the guys who are in the top 10 or whatnot, but along the way, I've met and I've played with some really awesome people who are on the leaderboard, and some of whom are really great people that I look forward to playing with more in the future, and others whom, you know, rotate in and out depending on, you know, who's available and what's going on, and you know, whoever wants to kind of group up with people who just want to knock out ventures missions together. So it's been a wild ride, and it's been fun, and now, I mean, we got new content, so without any further ado, let's jump in there. I'm gonna run my Paleo Luna loadout that has Soaring Mantis, because I generally like to use the Soaring Mantis loadout on several types of missions, just to kind of get around, cover ground, get things done, and get away from enemies if I have to. So yeah, this is pretty exciting, man. We're getting new biome. Let's see what this place looks like. Now I'm curious to see if they used the new terrain pieces too. Like how much of this is going to be the standard old props and how much of this is going to be the updated props. Okay, let's see. We got... Alright, so yeah, they're adding the... Okay, this is the first time in Save the World that this has been added. This was the Primal set, which again, this has been added to Creative for actually a few seasons now. And it was in BR, back in the BR Primal season, so now they're adding it here. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
The further we travel from the storm shield, the worse the visibility gets. But I have a solution. Time to boost our visibility. You have 20 minutes to build 3 towers.
Alright, what is...
You can build any 3 towers you want.
Okay, so that background is just the...
towers on your map. You may want to collect resources.
Yeah, that's off the map. That's not accessible. That's just a 3D print, 3D projected background. Alright, so this is one of the objective routes. Alright. Okay, so nothing majorly. I mean, obviously we see some of the old props, but they're just kind of using them more creatively. Alright, you got this container. This is... I think this is a new variation on an existing prop. the painted container. I think this was... Not sure what season this was from. Whether it was from the Wet Water World season back then, or was it from the Primal season? I don't recall. Alright, let me make sure I have my proper bow. This one is bothering me. Where is she? There she is. Alright, let me get my vacuum tube. I kind of don't want to use my Xenon because I don't want to really break anything on the map without really giving it a good look first. As always, I'm a little bit awkward on this big full-size keyboard as opposed to my laptop keyboard. So there's always a little adjustment that I gotta make getting used to this when I first start streaming. So I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, you know, firstly, I mean, normally when I play casually throughout the day, I'm playing on a laptop. It's a little bit older, and I'm in performance mode. So what I've noticed also is that ever since they upgraded to Unreal 5.1, we're seeing the benefit of the lumen and probably the efficiency of the nanite when it comes to how the game is compiled in Unreal 5.1. That should be another objective. My goal is to just kind of get the mission kind of done, get the towers built, and then just kind of look around a little bit as I go. Oh, okay, this bush. This is a Battle Royale bush. I don't think I've ever seen it in a Save the World map before. Alright, who's that? Was that a smasher?
Here we go. You know what to do.
Alright, I got a problem. No, that's not my problem. Okay. I'm getting old and grumpy. I'm at the point where I don't want to... I don't necessarily want to talk to anybody trying to sell me anything. was trouble.
That's two.
All right. So yeah, that's another one of these. Oh, did it for me.
More bad guys coming!
I haven't seen mushrooms yet. Oh, how did she fall? Oh, she fell, but they didn't break the van, so it didn't trigger her
See you soon.
hitbox.
There it is.
I hear a taker, I just don't see him. Little glitchy this season. It's been a rocky road with Battle Royale and Save the World being glitchy. That's a cool little hiding spot. Yeah, I'm liking it. You know, it's different. It just shows that. I mean, if they really, they don't have to put a lot of effort to just make the game more fresh for the majority of players who love this game. I mean, say what you will about Fortnite in its entirety, but there's nothing really else that I'm compelled to play. You know? I just wish they would go ahead and continue to do what they're doing and add more content and, make the game more diverse and more complicated as they go. Where are you going, buddy?
Left.
Alright, so bare minimum is done, the mission is completed, so now I can just kind of look around.
You have time to keep building.
I can just kind of look around and get an idea of, like, what this map is. Okay, so I've seen about half of it. Yeah, it's about half. I guess you can't come back. Alright. As much as I want to take the time to look at all this pretty stuff, I want to move to the next challenge. Ironically, I didn't see those big mushrooms yet. Alright, so that is done. But still, I didn't see mushrooms. Maybe the mushrooms just happen to be in one particular area. They're not like a recurring prop throughout. Yeah, that's just cool, man. It's just different. It's, they're using props that they introduced back in BR some seasons ago. And now they're mixing those props up into the old props and making new zones. Like, that tree is definitely new. That's one of the trees that they added in BR maybe a season or two ago, and now they're sticking it into here. Oh, this cave looks interesting. Yeah, this is a new type of cave, and you can crouch and get down, and that's pretty cool. Let's see, is there under the waterfall? No. Can I mantle up on there? Yes, I can. So that'd be a way to get under there. Alright. That's interesting. It's a new style of, well, it's a new form of cave in here. Let's see, have I opened the map yet? No.
Here it comes. 30 seconds left.
How come they didn't give me the exploration badge, huh? I think I should have got it. Alright, so now we're gonna listen and see if there's like new storyline dialogue along with this. Fish on. Alright, well, they didn't say anything. Usually when you have these types of quests, they have a whole story, but did they like not record anything, or is it just not ready and maybe next year they'll do it and add to it? You know, I'm curious, what is this look like here? Red Willow's Eve, Misfit Toys, Frost Knight. Yeah, and they didn't even add, like, you would never know that there's a hero locked behind this, because if you're just looking at side quests, you don't know that there are heroes locked behind this. Or at least there should be a hero locked behind this. So it just seems that they rushed this, but I mean, I'm not complaining. Epic, please, you know, if you're gonna rush more stuff and then over the years, like, you know, enhance it, I'm okay with that. So let's see, what would be the best mission? Probably this, refuel the home base. Maybe run it in public, maybe I'll get some help. Public is weird because running public missions could either be better or it could be worse for you. Like, there are some missions that I'd rather not run in public if I don't have to. There aren't too many options. So, like, out of all these here, there's just this one, Autumn Hills, and the Cat 3. I don't feel like doing a Cat 3. Although I probably should, right? I'll just do the refuel the home base. And let's see, they're asking me to kill mist monsters? Is that what it is? Yeah. I mean, you would think that they would have a dialogue. I'm kind of disappointed that they don't. But again, I'm happy that they did something. Obey. What's Obey up to? I'll catch up with him later. Yeah, I did not see any mushrooms, which is kind of weird because in this thumbnail, it's supposed to be that the mushrooms are pretty frequently spawned into the map. But okay, so the other issue is that, like, they make a biome, and then there's usually like at least 4 or 5 varieties of that biome, or different like locations or little, I guess, collections of props that they can randomly spawn into different parts of the biome. So I mean, this map might be different than the one I was just in.
Between you and me, home base is running out of fuel. But lucky for us, I've located an area rich in raw blue glow. Find the deposits, place an updated siphon on it, and collect as many tanks as possible. Home base needs at least 6 tanks of blue glow to refine to put the fuel back at acceptable
I don't know
levels.
the zone enough to say that this is a different version of that map that I was just
Your
in.
window for collecting the tanks is fairly small. A big storm is rolling, and I'll have to bring you in before it hits. Each siphon can collect up to 3 tanks, and you'll have to defend it during each filling. You can choose to collect after each tank is completely filled, but doing so will destroy the siphon.
Alright. Likely gonna be by myself. So I don't really want to dilly-dally. And the mist monster should come to me. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna get all of them in this one mission. That guy hit me. Yeah, this looks like the same location that I was in earlier. Oh, I didn't notice the dock area. Oh, what's this? Interesting. Ah, interesting. They got a little aquaponic system here. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, this is the prop from that Waterworld season in VR. I finally found a location to work in. Alright, and what are we looking at? Objective. Alright, ice with exploding death bomb. Okay, so that's about right. Pretty common modifier for this season. I wish these guys would leave me alone though.
Throw the switch to start the siphon. Ready for visitor.
So death bomb is a rule of thumb. Whenever you have death bomb, you really don't want to kill any of the husky husks, especially near the objective, because the bomb could explode through the wall and damage the objective. So things get like really ugly really fast when you start killing a bunch of husks too close to the objective during death bomb. So in general, I like to run this mission as like a stall. You know, there's also terminology in this game. Like what I find is, you know, I've been playing for a while, and I've got a lot of friends that are like 140s and above. I got a lot of friends that are leaderboard people. You know, and like there's certain techniques and certain strategies that are just like accepted as just common practice. But I don't know that anybody has ever like put together a comprehensive video about like, you know, what to name these different strategies and how to recognize a particular play that someone is going in with. Because, you know, if a guy goes in and starts building something based on his loadout, based on the strategy that he wants to use for that mission, you know, sometimes you're in public and people just don't know what it is you're doing, so they just kind of go ahead and accidentally do the exact opposite of what you need them to do in order to be successful. And that's why sometimes it gets frustrating if you play in public and, like, you know, people who either don't know you or don't know the strategy you're playing join you, because, you know, they could really screw everything up for you. You know, and there are trolls too, man. I don't know if you've ever played this game long enough, you've been in a mission where they're just people who they take pleasure on grief, and, you know, they'll go and they'll try to purposely make the mission fail just to kind of get you upset. You know, there's always in life, there's always going to be people that are just not worth your time or your energy. You know, you just got to be aware of that. Alright, and you might say that this is overbuilt, and I'd probably agree with you, but if you can see what I expect to happen while I do this, I should do this rather easily. Although if I had to help, it'd be easier to just get like two of these right next to each other and run them at the same time. But if I could do two by myself, it'd only take less than 10 minutes to do one, and I got a successful mission. I did waste some time in the beginning, so it's not like it took me the full 7 minutes to build this. Now Now, if I want to kill mist monsters, probably the best mission would be either a destroy the encampment or an eliminate and collect. Because unless I start getting flingers,
Do you want to collect the tank or activate
I'm not really
the
going to
site
see
again
many
to
mist
fill up the next
monsters
one?
in this mission.
Collect a full tank. Use the valve next to the tank. If the siphon gets destroyed, you will lose any uncollected tanks.
So if you ask me, why do I put the double ramps? And the reason why is, these ramps here are susceptible to getting broken. But if this ramp breaks, the floor trap is still going to toss them away because there's there's a ramp right above that one, and it'll, launch them away, even if that's broken. So it just kind of gives me a little more time to get over there and replace it. Or if a smasher comes and breaks it, whoever's following the smasher will get launched and won't go inside the objective. I'll tell you, bees are unforgiving. So a lot of these bee husks makes this area a little difficult to run through.
That's two. Collect them now or risk it all and go for a third.
Always put anti-airs on the corner. It's worth it. It's always worth it. Oh, how do you take damage? Smash him, but I don't think I'll have enough time to kill him.
Let's see if we can find another one.
I mean, I could work that location, but I'd rather have a location that's open. This one is a little better. Just gotta clear it out real quick. Oh, the bees. Problem with the bees is you don't notice them until it's too late. Do I have a revive? That'd be nice. Yes, I do. She's still around. I don't see her. I don't have much time to hesitate here. Seems to me sometimes the bow just doesn't hit. It's like it should be damaging him, but it just doesn't do it.
Throw the switch to start the siphon. Be ready for visitors.
Alright, I don't have any time to hesitate here. I'm out of metal. Oh boy.
One tank has been filled. Do you want to collect the tank or activate the siphon again to fill up the next tank? To collect a full tank, use the valve next to the tank. If the siphon gets destroyed, you will lose any uncollected tanks.
Oh, I can't really heal anything. I can only replace it. Wood. Oh, it's a moving prop now.
That's two. Collect them now or risk it all and go for a third.
That's cool, Rob.
Let's see if we can find another one.
Okay. So the mission is completed now. I didn't open the map, which is always a good thing to do. Let me try to get that done.
Really? Really? Use some help! Storm creeps!
Yeah, I'm not gonna have time to save this one. It's more advantageous to open the map than it would be to try to save that one survivor. Well, look, all in all, my impression is that this is definitely a step in the right direction. It opens up a lot more new biomes that are potentially available because they've got a lot of props from BR that they can use creatively to make new areas.
Enough for us to fill the reserves.
Alright, so all in all, that's just a little preview of the new biome and what to expect in it. It's a little sparse, and it's a little bit like, I don't know, I guess the whole issue that they didn't put mushrooms there, which is weird because, you know, they're advertising like there's going to be mushrooms based on the thumbnail, but I had not seen any. So maybe they realize that there's a problem with that prop and they need to fix it. And if they do record a dialogue, that'll be awesome. You know, I mean, if you're going to make new content, then, you know, progress the story. All these, you know, Red Willow's Eve has a whole conversational storyline. Misfit Toys does too. So I would love to see them complete that. In fact, even the way that they put it in side quest, like they tuck it into a side quest, which is kind of usually not what they'll do with those type of things. Like it'll be an event, you know, like an event, and they'll have a name for it. They didn't even acknowledge it in this quest page. So it's just, I don't know, it's a little disjointed how, you know, they have the news page about it, but they didn't really put anything in game about that new content that they just added. So let's see, maybe this is a sign of what's more to come, and hopefully, you know, Epic, you know, decides to kind of give back to the Save the World community that loves the game so much. And having said that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play a little more off screen, try to unlock the hero, and then maybe later today or tomorrow I'll come back online and just kind of talk to you and show you some gameplay from that new hero. So having said that, man, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Like and subscribe. Have a great, fantastic day.